We're shifting the workflow's grand design, leaving old school limits far behind. Forge deeper human connection, a synergy of new direction.
Let's build something brilliant together.
The Marblism Partner Network.
Last month, I opened our CRM and found a client who used to spend about $12,000 a year. 3 follow-up emails later, total silence. That single quiet account meant roughly the cost of a part-time hire walking out the door. If you want those customers back without turning your team into an outreach factory, we built a 1-week Winback playbook you can copy. Welcome to the Marblism effect. I'm Eva Marble from the Partner Network, and today we're doing something very practical, a lean system that finds dormant clients, nudges them with short, honest outreach, and routes any interest into bookings without overflowing your calendar.
Quick question before you go on, Eva. When you say dormant, are we talking calendar months or purchase cycles? That changes who we ping first.
Good call. I mean both, depending on the business. For services, 6 to 12 months. For subscriptions, a month after expiration. The key is value and recency together. High spend plus recent equals top priority. Low spend plus long dormant equals lower cadence.
And before you blast anyone, check consent and opt-out flags. Small teams skip that step and then spend weeks fixing a privacy complaint. Simple checks save friction later.
Right. Let me paint a real flow that we use. Run a scored list, test a tiny sample, 20 people, then scale. In that 20-person test, I'm looking for a 25 to 35% open rate and 2 to 3 booked calls as a green light to scale. If you don't hit that, change the angle, not the volume.
Exactly. So the agents map to clear jobs. Stan finds and scores targets. A writing agent crafts short, human-first messages. Linda reviews offer wording for clarity. And an intake agent routes replies into bookings. In practice, it runs like a relay, not a fire hose.
Think of the outreach as a gentle nudge, not a pitch. Subject line example, small update, quick question about your account. Body, 1 reminder, 1 benefit, 1 clear CTA, a 15-minute booking link, or a reply with yes. Short, human, and actionable.
I love that. Short messages respect attention. Also, micro back channel. Stan, do you ever include a single social proof line for high-value clients? A one-liner that reminds them of impact?
Hold on. When you put a number in there, make sure you can support it if asked. A 1-line accountability clause, like based on our last engagement, is enough to ground the claim. No one wants vague bragging that leads to disputes later.
We should call out a typical 3-touch sequence. First message is the update/ask. Second is a short reminder with a different subject. Third is a polite close-off offering a final resource or discount. But, and this matters, cap it. If they don't reply after 3 touches, archive and wait 3 months. Right, Stan?
Right. Nobody wants to feel chased. And on that 3rd touch, a small incentive can move the needle. Which brings us to... I was waiting for that. Incentives are fine if you're transparent. My rule is state limits and conditions up front. Limited to first 25 rebookings, or valid for services booked by X date. No hidden strings. Otherwise, you create refund headaches.
Totally valid. Let me push for a moment. I'd test a small discount on the 3rd touch, because in our last campaign, the sample with a clear 10% off first 10 bookings line doubled booking rates, but only in the test sample and only with Linda's wording.
Okay, that's acceptable if the terms are on the page and you don't hide exclusions. And add a short line about how we'll use their reply to schedule and prepare the call. Plain language reduces confusion and preserves trust.
So that's our friction. Stan wants lift, Linda wants clarity. We test both. Run A/B in the 20-person sample. One group pure value update, one group value plus limited discount. Compare bookings, not open rate alone. If discounts win, keep the language tight and rate limit the offer.
Let's give listeners 4 stealable one-liners they can use today. Renewal nudge. Hi name, your last plan ended X months ago. We added a report that automates Y. Want a 10-minute demo?
Hi, name. Noticed you didn't pick our Z upgrade last time. We've simplified onboarding. Any interest in a short walkthrough?
Seasonal check-in. Hey name, with Q4 coming, we're helping clients prep X. Want a quick sanity check call? We'd love 1 minute of feedback. If you're open, we'll send a small thank you offer, valid for bookings by X date. Short, and always linked to full terms if you include an incentive.
A quick workflow example with numbers. Pick 40 high-priority past clients. Run the 20-person test split A/B. Look for 25-35% opens and 2 to 3 booked calls in the test. If you get that, scale 25% of the remaining list per day, so you never swamp inboxes or people. That's repeatable in a week.
Operational value, automating first-touch messaging and intake booking saves founders multiple hours daily. And the conversion math is simple. Reactivating one 12K account covers months of tool costs and a lot of effort. Common mistakes to avoid. Broad, vague promises. Re-adding opted-out contacts and hiding offer terms. The agent can flag opt-outs, insert a short consent line, and attach terms automatically. Use the tech to enforce the rules you should already have.
For partners, when you recommend this playbook, sell the use case and the checklist, not just the product. Show metrics, rebook rate from the campaign, hours saved per week, and number of booked calls from the first test. That makes the value easy to explain to prospects.
Also, track small wins publicly inside the team. One reactivated client is a storytelling moment. Share the revenue, the path, the template used. Numbers convert better than features. And if you're packaging this for clients, add a one-line legal review in the onboarding checklist. A 5-minute review of promo language prevents awkward refund requests later. Clarity first, signature second.
One final practical tip, don't harvest extra data during the sequence unless you have a stated reason. Keep it to contact, minimal preference, and consent for the next step. It's kinder to customers and safer for you.
If you want the exact templates and the agent prompts we use, the show notes include a Winback playbook, email copy, subject line variants, booking script, and a 1-week checklist. Test small, iterate fast, and measure bookings.
And partners, add a reminder to suggest a legal quick pass for any offer wording. It's a small ask that protects reputation and revenue.
Thanks for joining, and thanks for listening. Subscribe to the Marblism Effect for more agent playbooks and partner-ready workflows. Grab the Winback playbook in the show notes, agent prompts, email templates, and a 1-week checklist you can copy into your Marblism dashboard. Marblism, where your AI agents do the office work, so you can do the customer work.
The Marblism Partner Network. We're shifting the workflow's grand design.